Hello and welcome to the best mods for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're going to be covering all the best mods as so many mods are getting released. So if you're keen to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest mods, mod news, or anything Kingdom Come Deliverance, come along for the journey as we explore all the best mods. Let's go. RenoDX HDR mod is a graphics enhancement mod that rewrites the game's DirectX 12 shaders to fix the native HDR implementation. It allows for user-controlled tone mapping, bloom, and color grading. Unlike the standard reshade presets, this mod does not use reshade effects, but instead leverages Reshade's add-on API to make direct improvement to the game's rendering pipeline. So this is pretty huge, particularly those on HDR. In my example, this is SDR, but it's still a really good tool even for SDR. But some of the main features: rewrites proper HDR support, customizable tone mapping, vanilla and RenoDRT, bloom strength slider, paper white and UI brightness, exposures, and overall an excellent way to control the way your Kingdom Come Deliverance looks. Must-have mod for players who want true HDR, better color grading, and improved bloom within KCD2. This one I've been waiting for. The Distant Tree Fix for KCD2 is a superb lightweight mod that improves distant vegetation by preventing the lower quality 2D trees from appearing too soon. It does this by modifying a single CVAR setting, extending the distance before the high level detailed vegetation transitions to the low resolution 2D sprites. There was a mod just like this for KCD1. I really enjoyed that. I'm sure you will too. Fixes the immersion breaking 2D trees that pop in and out of the distance, but a must-have mod for players who dislike the jarring switch to 2D trees within KCD2. LUT Switcher is a visual enhancement that allows player to change LUTs, aka the lookup tables, in real time using hotkeys or console commands. The mod offers persistent LUT settings, auto-loading of previous LUT choices, and custom LUT support, making it a very versatile tool, adjusting the game's visual tone without the need of constant restarts. Very handy tool for people who really like mucking around with how the game looks and feels. The Realish Weapon and Armor for KCD2, a rebalancing weapon and armor mod that focuses on the stats to reflect historically accurate weights, damage types, and durability. The mod respects the in-game health scaling and improves combat interaction, particularly making armor more effective and rebalancing ranged and melee weaponry. The mod changes quite a lot. It's rather extensive, so we won't go through all of it. I'll throw up some of the main changes in some tables just to make it easier and quicker to digest. Just hit pause if you want to stop and have a look. But it's going to be rebalancing the weapon stats, armor effectiveness, increase headshot damage from 1.5 to 3.5, weapon category, follow historical weight and durability values. Axes and maces are heavier but hit harder. Polearms are the strongest melee weapons. Sword and sidearms with lower durability. Bows and crossbows have adjusted power based on historical examples. Firearms now deal stab damage instead of just smash, making plate armor effective against them. Honing in on the range weapons, we got bows now range from 100 to 200 power. Crossbows 125 to 300. Firearms are now incredibly powerful, 600 to 700, but plate armor counters them. Arrow and bolt damage will vary between the stab, slash, and smash based on their design, but this mod offers a more realistic weapon behavior and durability scaling, encourages using different weapons for strategical value, particularly something like polearms become very effective. Armor will actually matter. Unarmed enemies suffer in realistic ways, and overall this is just a huge, like a bit more historical combat realism, and for many will make it much more immersive. Stolen Sword is a brilliant user interface mod that adds a custom button to the inventory menu, allowing players to sort items based on stolen status. This small but highly convenient mod makes it much easier to manage stolen goods, especially when trying to avoid getting caught and you need to drop things real quick. You can just jump into your menu now, hit the stolen goods, drop them, sort through all of your inventory. However, it would be cool if you could go into all, hit sort, and then it would just take everything out of categories and just sort them by stolen. Sure, down the track we'll get much better sorting mechanism for the all category, but for now this is a huge win. Must-have mod in my mind, especially if you're a thieving, sneaky, sly stealth player racking up that groschen. Fred's arrows stay longer is a visual and immersive enhancement that increases the time arrows and bolts remain visible within the game world. By default, arrows disappear just after 15 seconds, which is insane and breaks immersion, especially during long combat durations. The mod fixes that by allowing players to choose how long arrows stay within the game, ranging from 2 minutes to 2 hours, which will fix the issues of arrows disappearing mid-flight. Applies to arrows and bodies, objects, and the environment, including Henry, horse, and mutt. There'll be no FPS impact when set to the reasonable values of 5 to 10 minutes. You will notice a bit more of an impact the longer you leave them and the more arrows that are generated, but it's an excellent enhance for realism, making archery combat feel more immersive, and it also just looks awesome. Dragonborn Gauntlets adds 2 unique sets of high quality gauntlets following suit. Just like all the Dragonborn armor we've covered, this is a beautiful piece of armor adding to the collection, which is getting close to complete. I think we're just missing the legs, so you'll also have the matching helmet, cuirass and weapons. The mod aims to provide a luxurious and powerful armor piece, each adorned with really detailed engravings. It's a visually stunning armor piece, very high quality. I think the textures might be 2K. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. They look like 2K textures. Perhaps a 4K will come later down the track. But it gives the gauntlets in 2 different styles with 3 different colors each. One with engraving, one without. And your silver, bright silver to sort of a darker black palette, giving you a good range to match your clothing style, but a very detailed and decorative medieval armor. Can't go wrong with this. Crusader Armor II introduces a full Crusader inspired armor that includes Crusader Great Helm, a coif, collar, gambeson, and more. The set offers authentic medieval Crusader look, making it an excellent choice for historical roleplay or players who want a knightly aesthetic, but it certainly has an enhanced look. The armor is automatically placed into your personal chest when you install the mod. However, if you do need to spawn it, you can have codes as well. But an excellent mod for a Crusader type look theme. LD's new potions. It's a superb mod expanding the alchemy system within KCD2 by adding, at the moment, 10 brand new potions, including 1 potion, 1 perfume, and 8 beneficial potions. These introduce unique gameplay mechanics for stealth, combat, persuasion, and movement. All potions are fully integrated into the game's alchemy system, with the recipes available for purchase from Arankar in the No Man camp in map 1, the very beginning of the game pretty much. But this is by far the best potion mod I've seen. It's integrated perfect just like any other potion, with recipes, images, and some really cool effects, whether it be reducing noise, increasing carry weight, curing poison, weakening enemies, boost charisma, and a bunch of other things. So many different effects, but a truly fantastic mod for players who enjoy alchemy and crafting, as well as gathering herbs. This could be perfect, particularly with the new buff to potions and herbs within the game. Fantastic mod. Let's keep moving. HD Henry and Hans is an upscale of all face and body textures for Henry and Hans to 4K, significantly improving details and realism. Additionally, there are an optional 2K eye textures and custom tweak version for those who want more subtle facial adjustments. You'll get a much clearer Henry and Hans with surprisingly excellent detail. They do look terrific. Does come with a few different options, but a must-have for players who care about the visual fidelity and immersion. 4K textures enhance the realism without altering the character's identity. Great mod. The Adorned Axe within KCD2 is meant to be a mythical and unique weapon, but many players found it in late game very lacking compared to the high tier axes. So this mod aims to fix that by making the mod a viable endgame weapon, stronger than the Knight's Axe and Horseman's pick, particularly excelling in defense. The mod also adds a reforging system that allows player to upgrade the axe while maintaining balance within the game. It does come in 2 options, one making it very powerful, overpowered you'd say, and one balancing it out for the endgame. But it'll buff the Adorned Axe stats, increase its defense, higher strength requirement though, so less of a likely option early game, and of course the reforging recipe, making this a complete integration where the mythical axe can now be used within the endgame.